those of you who chose the number 1, the butterfly stack, this reading is for you. So the first 3 cards I have here, they are about finding your work, your success in work, that kind of thing. Let's see what we have here. Okay, we have Flannery O'Connor. Flannery O'Connor was a writer. She wrote kind of humorous stories about Catholic life. And she was just beginning to be successful. Oh, she lived at home and had a bunch of chickens, and she made knitted little coats for these chickens. She was kind of a little oddball, but anyway, so they all had these little coats, and then she became more and more famous and moved away. But soon after she did that, she discovered she had lupus and she had to move back home. So when she got home, she decided to raise peacocks, and she had, I think, about 40 peacocks, these beautiful, beautiful birds. So I think she is a reminder to us that if you have setbacks, things don't go exactly as you want them to, that there are beautiful peacocks if you just change your focus a little bit and come up with something beautiful. So that's Flannery O'Connor. And with her, next to her, is the cauldron. Well, what she did was she took her skills, as you should. Take all of your different skills. Are you a leader? Are you a worker bee? Are you a mentor to someone? Take all of the parts of the business or career that you want and put them in this big pot and stir them all together. And what you're going to come out with is this. This is the wildflowers. Now, they may not be what you originally started with. They may not be the chickens in the little knitted suits, but they are beautiful still the same. So that's the reading on finding your work and success in work. Discover your role. Sometimes that's found, by taking bold risks. Sometimes it's found by going back a little bit to the things that you know, or maybe it didn't work out the first time, so it's maybe retrying again. But that's those 3. I'll put them over here. The next 3 are about work relationships. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so you have someone at work or a team at work or a type of work that really sparks your innovation. It's like wildfire. It's like really going well. And you have these you feed off of each other, little sparks of innovation. Right next to it is the truth. So there's some truth that comes out from these sparks. It may not be all what you think. Maybe these sparks are sparks of innovation that your work, I see it now with the Free Yourself. You have these sparks of innovation and they're not being appreciated. The truth is that they don't see your vision, okay? And so you have nowhere to put these sparks. You have nowhere to put these ideas and thoughts and what you want to build. And the truth really is that, this place where you are is not where you're going to be. What you're going to do is you're going to free yourself from that, and you're going to take this bold risk and go out on your own, and you will see who supports you. And if you need people, they will be there. But here, these relationships here at this place where you're working now, or where you are now, maybe you're at home and you still aren't finding that job. Whatever you have your mindset on, free yourself from that. Free yourself from the thoughts of, well, I have to do it this way, or I have to have this job. This is about the relationships. Find those relationships are mirrors. They reflect how you show up and how other people see you. So I think that you have to get out of that situation and start new. So that's on relationships. And the next one is on customers and clients. Let's see what we got. Strength. Okay, that's good. Strong customers, strong customer base. For those of you that chose deck 2, the snake, we'll do the reading for that now. Okay, let's do this one. This is about finding your work, success in work, that kind of thing. Who do we have here? Judy. Janet Fromm. Janet was an interesting character. She spent 20 years, I think 20 years of her life locked away in a psychiatric ward. And she had over 200 electric shock treatments. And when she was finally released, she started writing mostly about her time in the mental institution. We have here Sandra Cisneros. Sandra was a Mexican American. She wrote about her life in Chicago, and she vowed never to marry and always to have a house of her own. And then we have the white dress. So what I'm going to say about this, finding your work and finding your success, you can see that you have two women here who use their own experiences for their work to create their own products, their own writing, their own books, okay? I think this is leading you to a successful position based on your background. This white dress, I think, signifies a trueness, a purity, a trueness to your soul, to your upbringing, to your education. It's to each one of these women. Sometimes success, you take bold moves and bold risks, and other times you just kind of quietly refine your craft until the right opportunity comes on. And I don't think either of these women were actually going after fame. I think they needed to release what was in them, and they found a creative outlet, and that may be what is right for you. What is your creative outlet? Let's see what we have here. It's work relationships. Okay, so at work, you have fair weather friends, and that's pretty much a lot of work is like that. There are some lucky people that have great working relationships. I don't think they're bad. They're just, they're not people that you want to invite home, or it's not a very intense relationship with these people. I think that you will find someone or something that really gives you joy. Maybe there's one person there that does, or maybe you need to move out of there until you find someone who supports you. And with these people, you need to set boundaries. There's one person that will actually show up for you, okay? But in the work itself, you're feeling like slow and stagnant, and it's just not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not exciting. It's kind of mundane and over and over. And do I have to do this again? And do I have to see these people again? And that type of thing. So you can pull yourself out of that. Remember, the first group of cards said you need to look within yourself. And I think the second set is also saying, if you're not really feeling it, don't look to these other people to help you. You're either going to soar by yourself, or you're going to find one person that helps you or is a mentor to you, something like that. So let's see about your customers, your clients. Let's see. I don't read these upside down. Okay, so we have the Two of Shells, and that's romance. There's someone at work you're interested in or is interested in you. Remember, these are your customers, not necessarily someone you work with. So do you have someone that comes in to sell ads at your work, or someone you meet after work, maybe at an after work party or something? But romance is there if you want it. The Nine of Wings, this is about obsession. Oh my goodness. Is somebody at work obsessed with you or obsessed with your work? And the Seven of Gems, that's transition. So yeah, I don't really see. I think there's something at work that's making you very uncomfortable. This might not be a person. This is client related. Maybe it's something to do with a customer that you feel is being treated unfairly, but the customer is. Let's see. The customer is wanting you to do the work and doesn't want someone else to do it. And there's a lot of kerfluffle around it. It's like maybe you're not fully qualified to do the work, but that person wants you there. So they're offering a lot of money to have you do this, or a lot of prestige, or dangling a promotion, or even something will come out of your job here, come over to my workplace because we can offer you more money. We can do it. That's it. That's more what it is. Not a romantic involvement, but more of a business involvement where you're being asked to switch to another company. Okay? They're going to offer you more money. I mean, you're feeling stagnant where you're at. Might be good. Let's see about your thoughts on this. But here you have the Hierophant. And he's, my goodness, the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Stork. Okay, well, so yes, this is someone, you're thinking about this other company, the unseen driver of all of this, and that's this man owns this company. And this Queen of Pentacles, she's the one that's offering you the position. So she's not the owner of the company, or she is, however, able to offer you the position. The Empress, there's something a little bit shady about, I don't want to say shady. What do I want to say? The Empress kind of knows everything and sees everything, and not everything is completely the way you're being told. So do your due diligence before you accept this job. make sure you can see right here. These little hidden misogyny things. Maybe the company is not as friendly to women. But there's something about it you're going to have to think about. And this is the stork. The stork brings new life. So I think that you're going to take this job. You might have some reservations about it. But be sure to definitely check out the company and the woman bringing you the offer. But I think you're going to go ahead and take it. And lastly, oh, see, now I only have 2 cards. This one I had 4 for the. Okay, well, I'd say it's this way. We have the coffin, which is the end of something. And we have the golden clover, which is the beginning of something. So this is really summarizing everything. The big question, right? Success is different for everyone. Your success does not lie where you were before, and so you're going to move away from that. I'm sure. You know, you had that in both sets, and then this golden clover, you're going to be offered everything you could possibly ever want. Be sure to check that out. But I think, yes, this is definitely a move for you. Wow, that was a very good reading. Reading number 2, the snake. For those of you who selected deck number 3 with the jaguar, this next reading is for you. First, we're going to find out about your success in work. Okay, first we have Joy Harjo, and it says bravery. Joy Harjo was a poet, and she had an extraordinarily difficult life, and it came out in her poetry. I think that right now that might be that you are brave. You may have had some setbacks, but you can make poetry of your work. And then we have Audre Lorde. Audre was a Black feminist lesbian, and she was proud. She gave no quarter. There was justice there. I think that this, whatever your work is, there's some bit of bravery about it. Are you a firefighter or a nurse or doctor? Or, I mean, there's something here about bravery and stepping forward and being bold, okay? And then we have the cat. So we have the boldness of these 2 women, and that's double strong boldness. But are you really seeking security, or are you looking for recognition? I don't think you're actually figured that out yet. This is you need to take some bold risks, okay? But I think this cat is waiting. You know, like the cat is crouches down in the brush and sits there like this and waits and waits and waits until a mouse comes and then goes for the mouse. I think that's where you are. Where you are, whether the mouse is a new job or whether the mouse is a change of job, whatever it is, you're going to jump right. As soon as you find it, you're going to jump right on it. Right now you're waiting. You're in that waiting mode. You're like, oh, there's got to be something. There's going to be something. I know it, right? And you're waiting for it to come out. So work relationships. Kind of cloudy. Kind of cloudy. Clouds overhead. This is reflect on your history. Now, I think that means you have a good education or a good work ethic and a good work history. So rely on those when you're, appreciate yourself. And then you have nurture your loved ones. Yeah, I think it's time. There's some clouds at work. You're kind of looking at the things that have happened in the past. Maybe not, they're not really happening now, but they're still bugging you. They're bugging you. And you're not exactly as satisfied as you want to be. But you need to nurture your loved ones, and that includes yourself. So take care of yourself right now. Again, you're the cat in waiting. So yes, you may not be happy, totally happy and fulfilled with everything and everyone where you're working, but you have a good history. People rely on you. They look at your history and know that you have knowledge. But you just need to take care of yourself. If there's something or someone bugging you at work, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. You've got that thing going on over here, and you're going to be just fine, girlfriend. Or boyfriend. Or who friend. Okay, let's see about your customers and clients. Well, you have the Ace of Gems. That's good. Money, whatever it is, you're either getting well paid or you will be getting well paid. The Ace, that's as high as you can go in the gems. But the Hermit, it's going to take some sort of delay. There's a delay or a waiting period or something that's going on. You're not going to get all your customers right away. It's building. Remember, there was history here. You're building your history. But yes, there's going to be a judgment, which means that only means that maybe it's an evaluation or something like that. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I would say this Hermit means don't isolate yourself too much, that your customers would like to see more of you. Don't just be so cut and dry. Say hello, how are you, and ask about their family. Get a little bedside manner going there. They'll remember you and think of you when it's time to buy or teach you something or give you a perk. Now, your thoughts about this. Wow. You think you are in a place that is too dominated. Oops, excuse me, hit the camera. By the Emperor and the King of Cups, and you want, I don't know, is this Emperor, he's like the boss, okay? The Emperor is the boss. Now, that could be you. you could be going to be, say, you know what, I'm going to be the boss. This King of Cups, he's got, if you can see well, he's got a glass in his hand, and he's very well-to-do and happy, and it's very emotional. It's highly emotional in a good way, I believe. But yeah, I think it's still run by men. I'm getting the feeling this is not you, that this is a workplace that's run by men. You're not necessarily disliking the men. You're just noticing it. But here is the 10 of Swords. Now, a lot of people look at this as a bad thing, it's getting stabbed in the back by a whole bunch of people. But I kind of think of that part's over, and now see the sun coming up over here? The sun is rising. Whatever it is that got you down, or the project failed, or you didn't make what you wanted from it, you kind of blame these guys. You blame the Emperor. You've got a lot of feelings about it. You're blaming this Emperor for what happened. But it's not going to affect you. You're going to be fine. This sun is coming up, and it's all new. It's a start of something new. I don't think that's whatever project you were working on. I think it's done like a dinner, and you are going to be fine. All right, and finally, there we go. This is you, and this is what this success in your work would look like. Maybe you're feeling a little bit underwater, okay? But your knowledge is going to take you on down the road to something new. I mean, that's a simple reading, but I'm feeling this very strongly, that you're not you are completely comfortable where you're at. However, you had that little backstabbing, and so maybe somebody put their name on some work that you did, or your boss said it was his, or something, but it just didn't sit right with you. And maybe you're looking for something new. But you have to learn everything you need to know before you go. But once you're ready, just like the cat, you're going to make that quick pounce, and then you're going to be gone. You are down the road. So there you go. I hope you have a wonderful week, or a month, or a year. I hope you have great success. And I'll see you next time.